Peter was feeling pretty good about himself as he walked home from school. That morning had been the big debate between his boys' school and the nearby girls' school. The topic had been women's liberation, and he had done a real job on his opponent. It wasn't a tough subject for Peter to debate. Girls should stay at home and do girls' stuff, and that was all there was to it. For that matter, it wasn't hard to beat a girl in anything anyway. He grinned as he thought about some of the lines he had thrown out during the debate. Girls grow up playing sissies games with dolls and pretending to be mommies. And that's all they're good for. They play dress up all day long, trying on frilly clothes that are of no use except to make them look like dolls themselves anyway. And if they're not doing that, they want to shop for new clothes all day long. Put a girl in a real job and all they do is worry if their stockings have a run in them, or if their makeup is on straight. All they want to do is practice how to look pretty so they can trap a man someday into supporting them, and they can stay home and play dolls with real kids. That last line really got to the girls in the audience. Boy, did they boo and hiss. As he rounded the corner and started up his street, he suddenly came face to face with his adversary that day. Jennifer seemed to be upset and spoke first. "Oh Peter, I'm so glad to see you. I've locked myself out of my house and can't get in," she whimpered girlishly. "Do you think you can help me, please?" To Peter, this was just another example of how stupid girls were. Always getting into trouble and needing a guy to come to the rescue. He played his chivalrous role to the hilt. "Sure, what do you want me to do? There's a ladder in the garage, you can use it to get into my bedroom window. It's too heavy for me to lift." Peter could not help rubbing it in as he hefted the ladder up to her window. "What happened to your woman's lib, huh? I thought girls could do anything guys could. It's just like I said this afternoon, a girl is no match for a guy." As he climbed the ladder and reached the slightly opened window, Jennifer smiled wickedly behind his back and replied, "Oh, I don't know about that." Peter swung his leg through the window and disappeared from view. 2 hours later, Peter was standing before a mirror, tears forming in the corners of his 15-year-old eyes. He was dressed like a 6-year-old girl and was surrounded by a giggling Jennifer and 3 of her classmates. It had all happened like this. Once in her room, he was immediately jumped by Jennifer's friends who had been waiting for him. Despite his best efforts, he was instantly overcome. As the girls finished tying his arms and legs, Jennifer appeared at the door with a big pair of scissors. "Well, Peter dear, it seems that girls can be a match for boys, don't you think?" she sneered. "What's going on here?" Peter shouted. "Let me up now or I'll—" "You'll what, sweetie?" Prissy laughed. "You think you're so smart, and boys are so much better than girls. Well, we think you're wrong, and you're about to find out just how wrong you are. You think you know so much about what it's like to be a girl? Well, you're going to find out just what it's like to be a little girly sissy, and there's nothing your big macho ego can do to stop us." Peter started to scream and shout, but his ranting only resulted in a gagging. Jennifer took off her black lace panties and ceremoniously stuffed them in his mouth, tying them securely in place with a scarf. He was lifted to his feet, his clothing swiftly cut off his body, and he stood there naked and bound while the girls teasingly covered him body with nair. "We're going to get rid of all that nasty hair, Peter, so that you'll be smooth all over, just like a girl," Karen giggled. The girls untied his bonds and pushed him into the shower. When he was finished, his body was indeed rid of hair, including his crotch. The girls dried him off and liberally dusted his now hairless form with sweet-smelling powder. His bonds and gag were now unnecessary. The girls knew they had him, that there was nowhere he could go in his naked condition and without any male clothes. He knew it too.